playable missions in Halo 4. Because Prologue is not playable. That's the first mission. And Epilogue is the 10th mission. That's
But
not playable.
Prologue is dope, and Epilogue
Prologue
has
is
an
dope.
amazing speech. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
You can just go in there and listen to Didact just chat away, and you can be like, yes, my boy.
And be super confused the first time you hear it, because you're like,
What is he talking
about?
Yeah. Who is this?
I love his voice, but what is happening?
Did we just kill this guy?
Yeah, exactly. I thought he's dead.
I wonder if they didn't recorded it and was just like, we don't know where to use it, but it's so badass. We're just slapping it in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't waste any of these guys' lines. They're gold.
Yeah.
Right before he dies, he leaves Chiefs a voicemail.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
what it is.
Yeah.
I got some
So,
things.
Cuts off. Your 20 minutes are up.
Our duty is to protect humanity, whatever the cost.
Welcome, Spartans, to Mission Debrief's 20 for 20. We've played every Halo mission, and now we're going to rank the 20 best for the 20th anniversary of the franchise. I'm your host, Colin Perkins, and I'm joined by David Arnold.
Hey, everybody.
Matt Salvatore.
How we doing?
And Krysta Brown.
I hope nothing bad happens.
Oh.
No.
Nah, it's a
Nice
happy
space
game.
station
This
you
is a
got there.
happy game.
That's a nice
sticky
space station
grenades.
there. Hope something doesn't happen to it.
This episode, we're playing Composer, which is the 19th mission on the list, and it's the 8th mission from Halo 4. Last time we played through Infinity from Halo 4. Matt wasn't here to defend it, but please check that out. For the full list of 20, check out our website, halopodcast.com/20 for 20. While you're there, check out all the goodies we have on the website, including our other shows, lore pages, articles, and more. If you enjoy this series, let us know your thoughts by commenting on the video, giving us a like, or subscribing to the channel. You can also support the show by visiting Podcast Evolved on Patreon. All right, is her name Nancy? I forget. Tilson.
I think Cortana calls her a bitch.
What?
Dr. Tilson? Does she have a
Yeah.
first name? I don't remember.
She does, and I got
Sandy.
it wrong.
Sandy.
Sandy. Yeah, she
Sandra?
looks like a
I want to
Sandy.
call her Nancy. It must be Sandy.
Yeah.
All right. Have a chat with her.
Ironically, she turns into sand.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck, that's
Wait.
savage!
Oh, Matt, that's
Can't do that.
That's dark.
Bro.
She gets snapped.
Oh, yeah.
Brutally, like, slow each layer of her is snapped individually, like.
Yeah, at least the Thanos one looks somewhat not painful, but
Looks
like this
a bit
one's
more
just like,
peaceful, yeah.
this old lady got cooked.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's watch old lady get cooked, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Happy Halloween.
We got it.
All right. Let's get into this space
Oh.
station. Is it research station? A space station?
Yeah, it's a
Do we see
research
Halo in this
station.
mission? I think
No,
see
we
a
don't.
Halo.
Yeah,
No,
you
we
see-
don't.
It
No.
is.
There's
It's
no
a
Halos in
Halo.
Halo. It's a
This is
myth.
the first. Took 8 missions to see a Halo.
I think
It's a
this is
myth.
the only one in this game, and you don't even go to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's over
Yeah, I
there.
know.
Look at it.
You like I said, you
They're
don't
like,
see Halos in
shoot.
Halo anymore. It's just not a thing.
Yeah, right. I mean, you see one at the very end of 5.
Oh, look at that Mantle's approach.
Dude, that thing is fucking huge too.
huge.
In the Star Wars
So-
music, it's great.
Unnecessarily huge.
Doesn't actually fit through that slips.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
totally
that-
doesn't.
It should have gotten like
looks
cut in
kinda-
half.
This is a beautiful cutscene though.
Oh, it is
Like-
awesome.
They spent the little extra money to make this Halo ring look.
Cortana.
Still here.
Still fucking
I love
broken. Are you still fucking broken?
Here we go.
I love the idea that
Oh.
he was sitting on the outside the
Oh.
whole time.
Installation
It's
3.
beautiful.
It's where Infinity
Ta-da.
found the coordinates from.
That's it. Now it's gone. We don't get to see it no more.
You can
Because
see it in the background
composer's
in the
not on the ring.
Yeah.
Why did they not put the composer on the ring? What the fuck?
They did. I think they
It
moved it
was.
here.
It
They
was
did,
on
they
the-
did, but
there.
why didn't they
Yeah.
keep it
No,
on?
she
Why
said the
didn't
game.
why didn't
I don't know.
343 let us go back on a Halo?
Oh.
I
That went
mean,
too hard.
But I
For
want
Owen's
it.
sake, crunch.
imagine if the rest of the game just took place on a Halo ring though.
Dude,
Oh,
it'd
this
be
is
like a 10 out of 10 game.
Chief to base. Do you read?
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's this mission
Uh-oh.
and then the next mission is just on Mantle's approach.
We're under attack.
It's
Fronter
it's
artifact
well done,
from the
lady.
Halo ray.
You know about that.
Oh,
Doctor,
this is dumb.
I need you to
She's about to
protect
get
that
That's the
artifact
sand
until
one.
we arrive. Send whatever.
Sand lady. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
speaking
Red,
of...
crazy. She's going crazy.
Cortana.
Dude, she's fucking broken.
That's crazy.
This is what I feel
I
like
like it.
every time my computer starts like melting down. I feel like it's doing this shit.
I can see why you chose him, Cal.
I like her reference to
I-
the chess game.
Yep, that's a good one. I do like how this
Pull
kind of
out!
a weird
Pull
way
out, Cortana.
mimics the part where Chief's flying with the Banshee in the mall
Yep.
Yeah.
and he crashes it. But this time she does.
This is way darker though.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
That's
a
what good
little
things do.
lighthearted.
They do it and then they tweak the tone of it. What this mission should have been called was you did that on purpose.
Dr. Tilson,
All
are
right.
you there?
This is my favorite part of the mission.
It
Are you
is
guys
Sandra.
ready?
Sandra.
Doctor, listen to me.
Sandra
Call
Cage.
her Nancy. Nancy's her sister.
We've been trying.
You guys ready? This is my favorite
Sandra.
part.
Taken over the landing.
Send me your coordinates.
It's so... It's,
On my way to you.
you just die going through that thing.
Yeah, jump.
It would have been
Jump.
cool if they put it so where you could
Yeah.
actually
Oh,
Yeah.
I
trick
did
it coming into the
not
line.
know that was a thing.
That's the best. If you
I
need
thought it
extra
only took the
ammo, this
shields
is a great
down.
way to do it.
That's
Oh,
dope.
there's a
up the
sticky
sticky
detonator.
grenade.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes.
He's got a detonator.
Dude, I remember seeing the sticky detonator in the original trailer and like having my mind blown.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
What is that gun? It's so big.
You get new guns?
Also the first time we used it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the game, yeah.
Might get it
Oh,
again
bam.
You do, yeah.
Oh, I just tried to clamber.
Bye bye. Yeah, that's the one thing about
Next
Halo
mission.
4 is it doesn't have that, and it's so close to Halo 5 in every other aspect. It's kind of hard.
Yep.
Halo 4 is super
Oh, it's the best. Anybody wants to? Oh, you got it.
It's not the. You can't say it's the best pistol.
It's
No.
not
Get
the best
outta
pistol, but
here.
They fixed it after
It's-
the last
it's
couple
the-
games.
It's the best one since CE.
Yeah, maybe. But you can't say it's the best.
Well, I think
CE
it's the
will
most
always
in
win.
universally. Well,
Accurate.
in
Yeah,
universe, it makes the most sense.
Bro, that guy had a heart
The
attack.
CE
Holy
pistol.
shit.
People taking naps.
Yeah, what the fuck? He took like a
What can we do to keep the
weird
covenant out?
nap.
Doesn't look
I've never
comfortable.
seen. Maybe he's doing yoga.
DMR here, you know.
Yes.
Oh, there's the ring. Woo!
Oh, there.
Oh, you can see
Oh,
it.
yeah. Shit, sniper.
Bye bye.
So this room you work around, I think, right? So where you came in, you eventually work your way all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Far
can see.
side.
At the
Whoa.
top. Started on the
Damn.
left, came up around.
Man, you can get some absolutely beautiful sticky grenades here when like the troops drop down and you
Oh.
can just wipe out a whole drop. What? Oh no. Am I back?
Lag.
Lag.
Bro, why you lagging? It's not me, it's the lag, bro. It's the fucking lag. It's cause David's in Ireland. Our internets don't like each other.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We got racist people.
Couple miles.
I don't know whose internet is more racist, but you know, they're not liking each other. That's for sure.
I'm gonna push the button.
That's it.
Going all the way down.
Alright, good
Yeah.
luck! I'm watching you! Go,
That
go,
shuts the
go!
doors,
Oh
right?
shit, the hard light shields come out.
I love it.
There's a guy with the sword, and he does not. He's looking at you like you're a snack. Ah shit. Come on over here, buddy.
Before they collect for another assault. Grease the shields.
Oh, you got him?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's
Base
dead
7
now.
is secure and removing
Where's
I
his
love the
sword?
In the background.
Perfect.
I love the DMR. I'm kind of low-key disappointed it's not in Halo Infinite.
Yeah, but I mean
We just don't know about it though yet, right?
yeah, well, I don't think it's been confirmed, has it?
I thought the Commando was replacing it.
The Commando's great though. I fucking love the Commando.
I do like.
Yeah, I mean, but it looks kind of naked.
I like my guns naked things.
The naked
Put some
guy.
skin on it.
The naked. That's a movie.
Yeah, look at that, man. With the deep lore pun references to it.
All right, I have this, which means I can do anything.
You can do what you want.
I do what I want. I got a sword. I'm top of the food chain. I'm also out of DMR ammo. Now I'm depressed.
There's more up ahead.
Bro, what you guys doing?
Don't love the grenade.
How do we feel about this layout compared to the Halo Reach? Like there's this, where you crawl around some of those buildings. I feel like this is
100% better.
that. Is it better? than those
It's
ones?
better. I think so. I think the whole... The only design thing I do not like about Halo 4 is the hockey pad moves.
Well, I'm just talking about this. Let's just talk about this mission. Why do you think this layout is better than this Reach building?
This is way more varied and more detailed. Like I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like you don't walk
Makes
into the
sense,
same
too.
room twice. I feel like you're always moving, and each location is
Yeah, we're not done with this station either. There's lots more.
Ba-ba-da. Oh no. Don't touch me.
I also think there's
No.
just a lot more freedom in the design, where I feel like it feels more open, and then the corridors feel just so much more detailed.
It feels like a space station. Like you look at these
It does.
corridors and it looks like a space station. Like you can
Yeah.
imagine it.
Who wants to be a suicide bomber?
Me.
Alright, come here. Ah shit, I missed. Oops.
That was me.
Oh well. Well, I got to kill one of you guys. I wanted you guys to do damage though, so that's unfortunate.
We should mention that like everything in this room.
Nope.
Oh,
Those little Easter eggs.
he's dead
in this
now.
room.
There's lots of good stuff. Yeah. What else is good in this room?
There's the
There's a
activation
journal in
index.
here, right?
There is claimer.
Wah.
Door controls.
There's my dead body over there.
Fuck.
Bro, my game's broken.
Oh, there's
What
the
the
index,
fuck?
yeah.
What was that?
That looks like a monitor. I think it is. Chris, come over here and push this
I've never
button.
really strolled
Okay.
around this.
What's that one? What's it say? I can't hear it, so I trust you. Mine's
It's
just-
so weird seeing a scientist with a gun. It's like,
Dude, why is it so
okay.
low? Okay, I'm just gonna click them all.
You're huge.
Oh, this is the fucking index. Look at this.
Yeah, it is. For 03. Dope.
you just leave this thing lying around?
I guess so. I feel like it's not
yeah.
secure enough for that to be there.
It's in
It's
a
in a
container.
tube.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't,
It's not just
you can't
on a
get it in
table.
tube. Yeah.
It's just like lying by
I-
someone's bedside. Oh, this is the activation index. He's
And
like
over
stirring
here
his
we have
coffee with
something.
it. And he's like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
This key can destroy all galaxies in the
Forgot this was being
universe.
seen.
This
Yay!
is my coffee.
know why this is
Uh-oh.
Hey, Sandy.
Because to be honest, my objectivity isn't doing me a whole lot of good right now.
Your life's not doing you a whole lot of good right now.
I'll start us down.
Old lady scientist.
The
Dude,
device
you took-
recovered was a Forerunner weapon.
You took Halsey's
The
coat.
commander of that
Fuck.
ship wants it back.
Right?
I want a Mega Constructs figure of this lady. It wouldn't be too hard. You just gotta
Yeah.
swap out a couple things.
It can't leave the station.
Gabe.
You know that, right?
It's crazy though. This lady's only in one
It's not a
mission
matter of
and like
choice.
barely in it,
It took
and
3
she's
months.
you feel
And-
bad
and
for her
the
when she
biggest
dies. Like
starship
you're like,
UNSC
oh,
could throw at it
Yeah.
just to relocate
Her
it
emotions
here.
in this.
She's
the
very
did a lot of-
anxious.
yeah.
facial.
Yeah.
A lot stronger.
Got
Yeah.
great delivery here.
yeah,
It's not going anywhere.
Well,
And it's
just the
crazy
weight
that
of
she's
all their
like-
time and research.
yeah.
Can you give
Yeah.
Cortana access
And she's
to the
like, he
station
comes here, he's
supply
like,
manifest?
well, we're gonna blow that up. You know that, right?
Before.
I got like total trader vibes from her when he was there. Like,
Same.
Yeah.
giving all the shit. I was like, this woman's gonna turn because she does not want
Yeah.
her research blown up.
Yeah.
I
was
thought the same
totally saying
thing.
that,
I thought the
We have
same thing.
years
Think it's a knife,
of
tries to
work
stab him.
invested.
yeah. But then you're like, no, she's not healthy.
Inventory lists 7 expedition grade havoc knives. Just one of those would turn this base into a pinata.
Yeah, she
Her
doesn't
face
look like
there,
a
that
child
face.
abductor.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Keep routing your people. To
Sorry,
the-
doctor. I love
Once we
pinatas.
take care of the composer,
I like when the candy comes out.
I know how to do one thing: blow shit up so other people can have it. Wow.
Yeah.
I only listened to the asset denial class in Spartan school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The nukes are primed, so you can.
She's like, can't pick it up, blow it up.
Oh yeah, this is where she like gets you with
Maybe
the.
next time you rescue us, you can give us more time to pack.
Shut up, lady.
next time.
It's a good line
Next-
though.
It's a great line,
Next
but it's
time,
just
yeah.
like, bro, he just got here. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
You can
Right.
see her though; she's devastated. Like,
Yeah, well, she's not gonna be devastated for much longer.
oh,
Well, no, she'll be devastated forever.
No, no.
She's
Well, oh
still
yeah,
alive.
she's gonna be Data's.
Yep. She's still alive in the little pixely.
You
probably kill her later
You
in
fight
Spartan
later.
Ops.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, I remember her. It's the one that was rolling around in the sand.
Whoa, bro, shaky
Get
cam.
it? There's some mantis here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get in them.
What was that?
Rip off
This
artists.
is a great room.
Wait, I want to see. Do they have hockey pads?
Why not? Why not just build a
Station should
base
be equipped with outer turrets.
around this
It's a
thing? Why not
research
transport it
I
all?
can program
Yeah,
the
but why
station's
transport it all the way to
defenses provide
space?
cover
You're
for
already in
evacuation.
space on the giant ring. It's like, it just seems overtly complicated. The UNSC has a lot more money now that they're not spending
Three
it on
didn't have
ships.
time to design a ring in Halo 4.
Just steal
Boo!
one of
We
the
want
old
a
rings
ring.
designs.
They had
Just
time.
steal one of the old rings designs.
They had time. They could have made time. They made time with Halo Infinite.
They did. Times are different back then.
Would in
Stop
fact
living in the
feel that
past,
she-
Krysta.
Halo Infinite should be called No Time to Die, and I just it would in fact we found out she did have time. To
Bro, were you taking a nap? What the fuck?
Was.
This dude was
Pretty
taking a
great.
fucking nap. You will be murdered for your insolence.
Where's Matt? Is he here?
Dude,
I'm right
why do
behind
you...
you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
alright,
three
alright.
chiefs.
Yeah,
Three
okay.
chiefs.
Wee.
Really need
Seal
dance.
the door behind me.
I know,
Yeah,
my
they
dance
patched that out.
moves are the best.
This is a perfect spot
Dance
to do
from the
dancing.
band, bum, bam, bum, bam, bam, bam. I love the didactic effect. That's so cool.
I love his
Yeah, it's really
voice
ominous.
actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, can we have the didact read a book? Because I'd really like that. I'd be very...
Yeah.
He's got
You know
such a
the-
cool voice.
Did you know that the didact was in the Dark Knight?
Was he?
Oh, I think I did
Yeah.
know that. I think that came up somewhere, some podcast.
Yeah. He was the guy that let the Joker out of after Batman put him in the holding cell. Yeah, that's him.
Did you know that the guy who plays Arbiter is a Disney villain?
Pete David?
Yeah, he's the villain in Princess and the Frog, the voodoo guy.
Oh, he is.
Oh.
And I got
right.
friends on the other side.
Got a good villain voice.
Fucking Arbiter. Oh no.
He was like Grim County.
I was like, oh my god.
They're
No.
popping in here, right? These are docking.
Oh yeah, these are cool. Space them. Damn it, I missed it. Space them. Because to try and
Similar
space
to
one.
the first mission, right? They
What?
dock first.
Try and space them if you can. And
I think
that's the
space
last of them.
airlocks. Yeah, you can hit the airlock button and
Oh.
like shoot them out into space.
Perfect.
Yep, that's dope.
That sounds like something I would want to do.
I think we missed it.
Hey, buddy. Bye-bye.
Ooh.
Oh, no. I'm out of my ammos. Oh, never mind.
You can go hang out with the doctors.
Hi. Hello.
That door opens.
Oh shit.
That one.
This one?
That one.
Open it.
Oopsies.
Who's gonna open it, huh? Is it gonna be you? Open
I
it.
know I've been in there before.
I think you have to befriend them and not shoot at them. And I shot at them, definitely. I don't think they're happy with me anymore.
The battle net's directed.
You tend to not make a lot of
yeah.
friends when you shoot at them, I found. Oh my god, that guy survived.
Who needs friends?
Yeah, who needs friends? Alright,
It worked out because I
alright, come
stuck
on.
the grunt.
Alright.
Do it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye!
Whoa!
Wow! Dude, one of us could just be on
That's
a door.
very good.
It's
Ow,
such
I'm
an
being shot.
unnecessary animation, but I love it.
I love it. They look so silly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't shoot at me. I'm spacing these fools.
I got him. I got him.
Smacking that button. I hit my button first.
Bye-bye!
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
here's
that one
a
has
stealthy.
the elite, yeah.
You
Yeah.
get points for the kills.
Boom. No, you don't actually.
But it's hilarious.
Ragdoll out.
That's kind of
Like
ridiculous.
their weapons just drop.
It's kind of OP, actually.
I never knew this.
It's like, I
That's
don't
why I
play the
kinda
game,
like-
I just
mention
push
it in
buttons and
Debrief.
vent keys.
I love it. You want to do it again?
Bye-bye.
Is he holding on? He's holding on!
He was
Nope.
trying. He was
did.
trying.
I love that. That's
Alright, perfect. They're all dead now. What a hard
Take your ammo.
firefight. We have to go up.
so much ammo.
That's it. I think you gotta go in.
In.
I don't know.
Ooh. Whoa. Dude, that guy keeps
my
stealing my
gosh.
social security number. I don't know why he keeps doing that.
I
He's
feel
stealing
so
it number
violated
by
every time
number.
we
It's
scan
gonna
those.
take him a while.
It's the main defense console. My intervention is the prerequisite for success.
What? Alright, evil Cortana's coming out.
Yeah.
Me into the defense.
Alright,
Fine.
Cortana. Cortana, you gotta calm the fuck down or I'm gonna put you down.
Turn the
Dr.
guns
Tilson,
on,
are
maybe
you there?
blow some people up.
This is a cool
Here.
little
Any
animation right
luck?
here.
Cortana's bringing the
Just
defense
seeing all the
grid
Mac
online
guns
now.
come online.
I was
Yeah.
seeing the Mac
I
guns
hear
come
it.
online for sure.
We'll broadcast the final evac.
I was
orders.
looking at those Mac guns.
We're rigging it now. On the
Oh,
upper platform,
good.
and we'll hasten it to the artifact.
I broke Matt. Matt's broken.
Chief, if we pull this off and actually get back to Halsey,
Dude, she's naked. What am I supposed to do?
There it is.
I won't say anything.
Shh, don't say the blue elephant in the room.
The blue elephant, yeah. Can we talk about how Halsey? Oh my God, Halsey made an AI to save the galaxy, and it just became a naked version of herself.
Yeah. Chose to be naked.
Yeah, it's just like I'm you but naked, and now I'm gonna be all over the
Yeah.
galaxy, and people are gonna look at me.
Deal with it.
The ultimate
Maybe that's the way
disrespect.
Halsey wanted it though.
No, Cortana chose her own form technically.
Oh, it's a clone. Halsey's right.
Oh, that was
She's deep
beautiful.
down, she's into that.
Yeah, she's a little bit of
She's into that.
yeah.
To each their own.
I know. I mean, if that's what
No
you
shame.
want to do, that's what you want to
No
do.
Don't keep shaming.
I appreciate it fully.
Fully.
Who much?
Fully.
I wasn't gonna make
Alright.
that jump.
It's okay, I can make it. I'm a girl. I have immunity. Can make creepy jokes.
Or orange.
Yeah, that's another one. That's
Let's go.
that's the number 7 of my social security number. It's gone
great.
now.
The composer's
Almost.
location's compromised.
At all.
You've got to get that move down here.
Oh,
I love how we
Mantis?
chose,
Ready or not.
really chose
I
the
need it
2
now.
missions that had Mantis in it.
they're throwing
Yeah.
everything they've
That's
got
what
to
David
get the
hates.
composer.
the manti are just that
Oh,
beloved
so
within the
good.
community.
You don't like mantises?
No, David
No.
hates mantises.
I'm not a manti.
He's not a manti fan. He's not
Too,
into manti.
Avatar-y for you?
No manti on manti action for David.
I just don't like how they control. I'm not a big fan of the design's okay, but like I just don't like how they control.
I think it's just a little too futuristic.
Really?
Bro, there's literally a ring world outside this facility. What are you talking about?
No, like it just feels like too Terminator-y.
I love the term.
I don't know.
Get
I
to
do
the
too,
chopper.
but
Get to the pelican.
Get to the pelican that is about to crash.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's Predator.
Another wave.
That come with me if you want to live.
Ooh. All right. So I'm gonna end the debate here. So plural of mantis. Either
Mantises.
mantises or mantes.
Mantez. I like
Mantis, how
manti
you say it in
better.
Spanish.
Manti is
Or is it mantes? Is the
Mantes.
line over the e? Is the line over the e? An e?
Mantis?
Like mantes.
Hey, there's a really damaged wraith tank over here if you want to use that, dude. It's very
Oh, I'm
damaged.
gonna be dying.
The damage is big on it. Some big damage.
Some big damage.
Yeah, it's pretty
I'll be
damaged.
I think it might be dead. No, it's alive.
You're one hit though, so just keep that in mind.
There's a perfectly good mantis right behind you.
I'm also stuck and can't move. So, alright.
Oh, I don't think you're
And
moving
now I'm
anytime
dead.
soon.
And
I'm not an expert, but I don't think that wraith is gonna move anymore. What the fuck did that? Banshee?
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm not
Oh no, there's another wraith tank.
Mantis.
That was a
Nope.
lot of
Oh,
damage.
Not that much. Not that much damage.
That was too much damage.
Sounds like the mantis can take. Oh.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm
The
gonna
Titanic
shield
much?
regens.
Someone have a Spartan laser?
Yeah.
Alright. Give. Ow. Oh god. I don't think you can steal the banshees in this level, which is sad.
Wow, imagine being able to fly a banshee up here.
That'd be dope, and I want
Yeah,
to do that.
would be.
Halo 4 is missing like that cool banshee level.
I know. The cool banshee level's the best level.
Well, yeah, it kind of replaces it with like, you know, an incredible broadsword.
That's true.
Yeah.
The broadsword
Is it incredible?
It's pretty cool.
it blew
the
my
mission
mind
is
when
not
I
my
first
favorite.
played it. I was like, what? I get to fly
the
one?
The last mission in Halo 4 is probably my least favorite.
Really?
Which
I
is
love
kinda sad,
Midnight.
yeah.
Midnight's great.
My
I love
favorite's
how-
like where they're still building up the mystery of it.
I love how it plays like a really old video game. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of runner, or kind of like games. I was big into
Okay,
them
yeah.
as a kid. I love them.
It's like Star Fox.
Yeah,
It is like Star
like an on rail.
Halo 4 Star.
Which I generally would
Single
think.
barrel weapon.
I love the broadsword. I think it's a cool ass ship.
Oh my god.
Okay, how we doing? What's going on?
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Thanks. Closer.
The Covenant are not doing a very good job.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I mean, they stopped doing a good job when the
After Truth died.
Arbiter left.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
phoning it in.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we have to pretend we're Zelda at this moment.
It's like when your boss isn't at work and you just don't try as hard as you usually do.
Yeah, right. He dead, so
He's not here. We can kind of slack off a bit. No one's watching us anymore. There's no accountability. We're fine. They're not gonna like
that temp bomb
brand
to
us
do
with a
whatever you
mark
want.
anymore in front of the entire Covenant.
So according to the expanded material, like, you wasn't even all that zealous about it, right?
Nah, Jewel didn't believe in
Jewel
that
was
shit
using
at all.
them. He
Yeah.
was just using them.
Yeah.
It's just kinda, I like that. That's a cool premise.
Yeah, too bad we didn't find that up in the game.
Yeah.
Nah, Jewel just has a heart attack and dies at the beginning of Halo 5.
Yeah,
He's
Jewel
too
doesn't
scared.
exist in this game.
I think
I mean, in
they
Spartan
should have had
sense.
Jewel in Halo. Jewel should have been in Halo 4.
Yeah, that would have been
He
way
didn't
more
really
interesting.
need to be because the didact was so dope. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a
Well,
good,
I think it.
there's a good game there, which is like Jules centric. Essentially, what Spartan Ops is supposed to be. Like, there's a good story in there that would be a good game to play.
Yeah. I feel like Jewel could have been like that Tartarus role. Like you still had Truth and everybody, and then Tartarus.
Yeah,
You
you're
just
not
need-
wrong.
You just needed someone like calling the shots on the Covenant
Yep.
and just trash
They-
talking you on the.
They
comms.
reference him.
That's
I
true.
I don't think they call him by name, but they more or less say that Covenant is following somebody that's following death.
We gotta go this way.
Taking orders, yeah.
I mean, the most development we get for Jewel is after he's dead in the games, where they're talking about him,
Right.
and then Fred's
Bye,
like, "Someone
composer."
killed him," and I'm like,
Matt,
Composer's just like a giant server rack,
going this
right?
way.
That thing.
"Oh, fine."
fine.
Yeah.
You want to just stay in the room? You want to
Yes,
just
I wanna
not
kill more
progress and
banshees.
stay in the room?
I think it'll auto teleport him. I think. Will it?
I'll get
He's coming.
teleported off
He's
into
on his
nowhere. I'm coming. I'm coming. I love the assault rifle look in Halo 4 too, by the way.
It is good. I also like how accurate it is.
Sound.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish it had more shots. Maybe not the full 60,
Yep.
but 32 just doesn't feel like enough.
Havoc
Yep.
This is when the
Especially
good
when you
things
get like
happen,
crazy.
right?
Start us up.
Yeah.
And just
Always,
smack the button.
always.
Here, Smack the button.
He didn't even hit a
Push
key.
the space bar.
Yeah, he's just like,
Push all the buttons.
Yeah, well-
Yeah.
Spacebar does everything.
Chief, immense Casimir wave
What?
building outside the atrium.
Uh oh, here
Uh-oh.
comes the wave.
ow, my face.
Fresh. That hurt.
Oh no!
Ow.
It looks like a
There it is.
Reaper. That's just a Reaper. Come on.
Oh, it totally does.
Wah. I am the harbinger of
Sound
your
effects by
destruction.
Podcast Evolved.
Assuming control.
Assuming
It
direct
just-
control.
Cortana,
Dude, you don't even get to fight that guy. It's so sad.
get me a
I wanted to
status
fight
on
him
the
so
rest of
bad.
the station.
Bye bye.
I kind of also wish they had given the composer
Cortana, I need that
a bit
info.
more of a design instead of making it look like a
A
pillar.
smaller thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Died
it looks like, how do, where,
Don't
like,
think
where,
about the
where do you plug
composer.
into it? Like, where do you, you know,
Focus on
where's the
Right, right.
control room?
Where's the USB go?
Yeah.
It's just a really cool
Exactly.
gaming PC. Come on.
I mean, are they on like
It just,
USB like P
Archaeology.
by now? Probably will
Pegasi
be.
Institute.
Right.
A lot of USBs.
Gunner. Biosignature stable on 350 level. B deck.
Thank you, Cortana.
That's a big hole.
Talk to
That's a
Nancy,
pretty-
Cassandra again.
Pretty big hole.
why do you keep calling her Nancy?
I don't know. I just choose.
Oh,
She looks like a Nancy to him. I don't know.
Colin's got things in Nancy.
Her name is Sandra.
Your name's Sandy now. Beep.
Better than
No,
Karen.
Cortana calls her Sandy right there. In
She's
the thing
about
where
to
she's
be
reading off the
Sandy.
files.
They've compromised the station's hull.
Hi
Get
everyone,
the
you're about to
composer. Get
die.
these people to the evac centers.
I like how
Evil.
Chief just comes
So I
jogging
won't
in.
die.
At the flight deck, find us something that can carry a payload.
But does Chief
Yeah,
know
with the
that?
librarian.
Oh yeah, he does
I mean,
know that.
librarian told him.
Yeah. You won't be able to defeat the Diadic without it.
Cortana, can you access the station's defense systems?
They're not responding.
Uh-oh. Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete.
I like this line where she just turns to him and goes, Chief,
Yeah.
like, I can't. And like he
failed.
knows like right there. Yep.
Oh, this is
Like he-
so brutal.
Bye,
Oh
lady.
my god.
It is.
Oh.
Do you think that hurt?
M for mature.
Oh shit.
Look at she.
Now he's taking a nap. He's taking a nice little nap now.
Colin's M for mature. It's just pro- Wasn't Aaron talking about where he was like watching this with his nephew and he's like, ooh, whoops.
Yeah.
And now they have nightmares.
Yep.
I mean, if they didn't get nightmares from like Combat Evolved with Key's face like pressing against the flood thing, I mean, I think they're good.
Yeah, but back then you couldn't even tell what that looked like. It
But
was
there's
just a
new
mush.
graphics now.
Yeah, that's true.
The low res was like, oh, okay.
Nah, it freaked me out as a
Uh.
kid when I first saw it. I'm like, what?
This thing came out of nowhere. I remember playing
Are
this
you
the first time
okay?
going, what the fuck? Totally caught me off guard.
I monitored the data pulse.
Yep. They smush.
Have
I
you
love
guys
so
ever
much
played The
story in this.
Sims, where like when something
Yeah.
burns, it turns into a pile of ash?
Left of
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what this is.
Mhm.
We need to leave.
You know, it's kind of funny in Halo 4. Like
people
everything
are
Chief
gone.
does in Halo 4, he fails.
And more will follow
Yeah.
if the Didact reaches Earth.
If you look at like
Yeah.
everything he tries to get Infinity, he fails. He tries to releases the Didact. Like it's all like and then here he tries to save them and he fails.
He's washed
Maybe
up.
even a Cortana model if Halsey lets them.
We need Locke.
That's
Where's Locke?
not going to happen.
So I
Oh
was trying to
gosh.
phase him out.
It won't be
Phase him
me.
out, bring in the new blood.
Oh, it's the
And
weapon.
Palmer. Let's go.
You know that,
Locke and Palmer.
right?
No, I don't know that. I don't know it's going to be a different person. I have a very tiny brain. She's blue. She's an AI.
that's
That must
right.
be Cortana.
Hang up a broadsword and hang her seal.
I will call her
Whatever the librarian
Weapon.
did to you obviously worked.
I can't name the. It's like when you get a puppy, but you don't want to be attached to it, so you don't name it.
Cortana.
It's like,
This
alright,
is-
you're
this is
just call
dog.
him puppy.
yeah.
This is
Not
dog.
over. Not yet.
Well, I think that also kind of shows Chief's mindset where he doesn't
Not
like
yet.
he just thinks of it as like a weapon now.
As a
Like, it's not
tool,
even
yeah.
like
He's
Yeah.
not acknowledging the personality.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know,
We
crazy
did
AIs
it!
took over the galaxy.
We did
We
it.
made it.
Man, that was quick.
Alright.
But
We watched
love that.
everybody
Should we just keep
die.
going? Let's just play
I
this
love
too.
that.
Let's just go.
No.
Here we go. Let's talk about this one. Our second mission. From
We don't
Halo
talk about
4.
video games here.
No, that's
No,
All right,
that's
well,
not
good
what
night,
we do.
everybody.
It's
Oh,
a life
we
class.
do talk about it? Okay. So gameplay wise, there's lots in here. We had a good gameplay discussion on Infinity. There was a lot packed in there. We talked about the Mantis. That's really the only vehicle that we're playing with here. We get the sticky detonator in this one. Plenty of weapons, I feel like. And there's that big room at the end, that firefight area. Matt, I'm gonna throw it to you. I'm gonna throw you some gameplay. Let's kick us off here.
Well, it's no secret, Halo 4 is my favorite Halo game. There's a lot I think about gameplay in this one. Obviously, you're limited because it's not a vehicle mission.
It is at the end, but not all the way through.
Yeah, exactly. Not all the way through, but like, yeah, you do get a Mantis, but like as like it just feels more like compartmentalized with that. Like you're stuck in one area. I love the amount of weapons and the variety of weapons that you get in here. It does seem kind of weird that the Prometheans don't show up, especially since the Diadact is taking it. Like he used the Covenant, which is kind of weird. Maybe that's just because the next mission is so Promethean centric. They wanted to just give you a Covenant farewell. But yeah, no, I think I really appreciate, especially the gameplay and the versatility of the weapons. I really do enjoy it quite a bit. It continues what I can consider to be some of the best gameplay in the Halo franchise.
David, what are the highlights of this mission for you?
I love the sticky detonator. I love the situations it gives you. Like it's comes in the design as well, but like they give you such beautiful moments to use it. Like when the dropships are coming in, if you get a good sticky detonator, you can wipe out a whole team of people dropping in. That's amazingly satisfying. There's 2 hunters, and it gives you it right before you go into a hunter room. That's awesome. You sticky grenading a hunter is also quite satisfying. Krysta tried to sticky grenade us and failed, but you know she does it to the Marines. So
They run right in.
gosh.
It's perfect.
Yeah, perfect vehicle delivery for a sticky grenade. It can be fired from a gun, but whatever. It's great. I think the gameplay in this mission is pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the Mantis, but I typically do use it in this mission because I didn't have to use it today. But like if you're soloing, you have to. Like I mean, okay, there's a couple of Spartan lasers around, but like there's no anti-vehicle there otherwise, and you'll quickly run out of shots. You gotta use the Mantis.
Yep.
Which is fine because it's the new vehicle of the game. They want to give you occasions to use it. That's.
I mean, it makes sense to use it. Totally.
I mean, it's a good mission. This is one of my favorite missions in Halo 4. I do love it. I'm pretty high on it.
Anything else to add?
I feel like the Mantis part in this is way too close to what happened in Infinity.
Especially
Like
when you play
it's
it back to
almost
back.
the exact same.
Well, you don't. There's the walk up in Infinity. You walk through
Yeah, I
big
mean, but the
spaceship.
entire
And
like
then there's a stand
standing
at the
and
end.
then killing the phantoms as they come down and killing the enemies
That's
as
true.
they drop and
The Mantis doesn't really
banshees.
allow for much
Yeah,
variety in
anything else.
gameplay either. It's
Yeah.
just like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Throttle on.
Yeah, and the enemies are again Covenant.
Yeah.
Majority are thrown at you are Covenant.
So where are we starting here, Krista? Are we because the Infinity was a 9 from a gameplay standpoint. I feel like there's a little more there, so I don't know if we can give it this one. If this one's on the same.
I'm around an 8 or a 9.
level?
I'm not at a 10, but an 8 or a 9 would be good because the space station part is very classic Halo. It almost harks to Halo 2 when you're running around in the space station. It feels really good. I love the space station part.
But it's good. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the design, but like I love the airlocks. I love the screen there. Like you can see, like they're like kind of like incorporating technology and advancing in the way. I like that they're like the 2 levels kind of screens, and
Yep.
Yeah, the airlocks are cool and that's part of gameplay is having those the Covenant.
I
come in
love-
and you not
we'll
having to
talk-
firefight in there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later as well. I'll bring them all up too early, but like the interactable moments in this mission are great. I love the airlock sequences, the buttons, the larger areas, the kind of maintenance bays, all that kind of stuff. They're all great. I love them.
I'd say Infinity for me gameplay is better than this one because I think Infinity it has the Scorpion, you could do a Warthog. I think it also has a bit more variety to it, whereas I feel like this one is you're in one space station, right?
It's also a much
Infinity-
longer mission. Like Infinity's a really long mission. Like
Infinity
the
is like...
The part time on Infinity is 25 minutes and Composer's 20.
That's super long. Yeah.
Well, and isn't there like 3 checkpoints in Infinity where it's like Alpha, Beta, Alpha, Bravo?
Yeah.
So I think there's a bit more variety in there. So I would say 8. Yeah.
8. I think 8.
I'd come in at an 8. Yep.
Okay. All right, it feels right to me as well. So let's do 8 for gameplay. Now let's go to level design. And David, you had some good points. Why don't you expand on those now?
Yeah, I really like the design of this because, like, okay, the space station is a trope in sci-fi games. Do you know what I mean? You're getting a space station mission in a sci-fi game, and they vary wildly. But in terms of like, they're all corridors. That's what I mean. Halo is a corridor shooter. Do you know what I mean? So like, it does lend itself well to those designs, and I like how different this feels to all others. Like compare this to like Cairo Station, do you know what I mean? Like it's wheels apart. I like that it's a science installation, and you get that way. You go through labs and stuff, which is pretty cool. There's lovely Easter eggs and things to interact with in the mission. The airlocks are pretty dope, like we already mentioned. The large cargo bays are pretty cool. I love running up and hitting the button to stop the kind of waves of enemies coming in. I love every room you move through feels very different. Even the corridors themselves feel different in each room. So I like that. It feels like there's function to the environment you're in, and that's a good thing about Halo's good about that, like giving you environments that feel also functionally fit for purpose. So I really like the design. It's simple, okay? Yeah, it's a space station. It's in one environment, like Matt said, not as diverse. But I actually like this more than Infinity. Because I wasn't impressed with the jungle. I wasn't overly in love with the end sequence either.
Yeah, just meant to fill you in. We gave Infinity a 7, which is weird for me, and we talked about it because it's such a big, beefy mission. But I think some of David's points are kind of help highlight that they just didn't quite. It's a very nice mission, but they didn't quite pull it off as well as they could have, I guess. So maybe knowing that,
certainly valid.
Where do you put that? Where do you put this mission in comparison to that, or what should be called out? I guess.
You want me to give a number? Or do you want to talk to everyone else?
No. I'm talking about to Matt.
Oh, so Matt, sorry.
Oh,
yeah. Anything that you want to call out on this mission in addition? Just knowing
I think
what we gave Infinity.
I think David's point that everything looks different. So like, even though you are in a very simple place, I think the detail baked into every single room or corridor you walk through is quite interesting, especially like I think it does a really good job of that kind of Halo trope that we've always been talking about, is this narrow, open kind of aspect.
Yeah.
I think I've always really loved the level design. I've always thought just walking through it looked absolutely beautiful.
There's a lot in the background, like you see the halo in
Yeah.
the background, and then the mantle's approaches in the background, and then those cannons we talked about in the back. Like they do a really good job from that standpoint. And then I think
I also
walking
think
through it is interesting enough.
they do a good job of showing you that you're not like traveling on like a flat pancake plane. You know, like you feel like you're going up, you're moving through the installation instead of it's just like,
Right.
oh, you know, start here, go up one flight of stairs, and then you're in like another part of the entire ship. Sorry, pillar bottom. But but I think it does a good job of showing you that you're moving through the installation. So I think it adds to the gameplay because it gives you different levels. I feel like there's a variety of levels within the design, and I feel like you can use that to your advantage. So I think not only does it look good, not only does it add to the gameplay overall, but I think it just there's just something about it that just kind of makes me feel Halo. You know, like I think Krysta was talking about, it's very nostalgic for what we've seen. So I really love it.
Krysta, start us out with a number.
8. One point above infinity, or do we want to do a 9? 2 points above infinity.
You tell me. I mean,
I think I'm feeling an 8, but I could be convinced to go to a 9. I'm just not I'm not super like stoked on that mantis fight at the very end, just in general.
Yeah. What I'll say to that is, I say 8 is good, and I would push for a 9 if it wasn't for. I don't think that cavern is super designed well. I'm not amazed by that end sequence. I don't think the composer, like Matt said, like it doesn't look like anything. And like when it says like defend the composer, and I remember going, what the hell is a composer? I'm in a room with columns and like it didn't feel like there was a focus to what I was doing. So that's why I wouldn't.
The only knock I give against it is that the composer looks underwhelming.
Yeah.
It's big.
For
but it's
what?
also kind of
but like
bland.
for what it is and like how big of a lore impact it actually has on the canon, even in this and going forward, of like you're fucking digitizing humans to make metal warriors that you can infuse the spirit of a human to fight Flood. Yeah, that's uninfectable. Like that's crazy.
Right.
And then when you see the composer fire, it doesn't really do much different from what like you saw like that tractor beam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so
well, that's,
I
that's
feel
in
like
the next. Oh, I guess it does do it in this mission.
Yeah, when they fire it here, it's just another red wave as opposed to being like.
So it doesn't really distinguish itself from anything else that you've seen from the Diadec, which I kind of thought was a little disappointing. So yeah, I'd say the composer is probably my knock. I'd go 9 personally because I really like this mission, but I'm okay with an 8.
Well, is the big end room and the composer, is that a big enough to knock it down? You know,
I like the end room. I like the end room because it looks like they didn't.
Everything leading up to it is good.
But like they took a chunk of the ring, and then they just kind of like built with these little force field things. Like I like that. Like it doesn't like, oh, we just took the composer and set it down. We just took, you know, we didn't want to uproot it.
Oh,
so
is that what they did? They took a chunk
it.
of the ring? I guess I never put that together.
I never
That's
thought
why
that
there's snow.
That's pretty rad.
That's why there's all those little.
I never noticed that at all. That's cool. All right, Matt, 9 it is. All right, Matt, 9 for snow. You got it.
That is snow,
Krysta?
right? Like they just took a chunk of the ring.
I don't know. I would have to look at it again.
Yeah.
Well, I think they didn't. Well, because if they did, they'd have to. The composer's obviously docked in something that the Forerunners built.
Yeah.
So they couldn't just take that.
Interesting.
Because they built it around. They built the space station around it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They like.
Yeah.
And that's how they lift. They use the because like when they said it took the infinity to lift that, and I'm like, it's not that big, but it's because they took all the.
They just yanked it out.
Yeah.
They yanked it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I like that. I think that's kind of cool.
I'm in the 9 camp. Krysta, you.
We can do 9. I think we can do 9.
Think we can do it?
Yeah.
Feel okay about that?
Yeah.
All right, Krysta, why don't you start us on challenge? Is this hard enough? Is it too hard? There were some deaths here and there.
I mean, they were kind of silly deaths,
good.
though. I mean, it is the Covenant, and the Covenant are the easier species to fight in this game, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's appropriate. Like even on Legendary, this mission isn't a huge headache. It's just kind of
overwhelmingly terrible.
No, they give you appropriate tools to get through it. And it's like I said, it's the Covenant. It's not too hard. So and
You guys breezed through it pretty well.
Yeah.
There's a couple sticking points I can recall playing solo though. Like there's the one room where those phantoms are coming in, and you got to go close the bay doors. That's a sticking point for me. There's a couple more throughout. Anything else to highlight, Krysta? In terms of like.
Definitely the bay
Holy
doors
spikes.
are pretty bad with the airlocks. If you're not able to airlock them out, it can be more difficult on legendary. But if you airlock them out, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of whatever. And then the mantis part is fairly simple as well. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
You just kind of sit in a corner.
I will say with Halo 4 in general, I feel like it's easier than the other Halo games.
Yeah.
Just on like a challenge. I feel like when you play the Master
Legendary.
Chief, you feel, or well, maybe not with like on Legendary. I'm never good at Legendary with anything, but like on a heroic or normal, it feels easier to be the Chief. Right? I feel like you feel more like a overpowered super soldier compared to the other games.
Yeah.
But like I'm not saying that's not necessarily a negative. I would just say that it feels easier. So like if we wanted something that like challenged us or made us like, you know, pay attention more, I feel like I can, like if I want to just play without really like fighting hard, I usually go to Halo 4 or 5 because I feel like that's where you're the most powerful. Whereas the other games, I always feel like it gives you a run for your money. You know, like I always feel like I could get hit by a suicide gun in Reach, but never like in Halo 4. You can't. It just doesn't have that level of push.
Yeah, you never feel overwhelmed.
Right. Well, I mean, like I've certainly died hundreds of times in Halo 4, but like I just like on a whole, I feel like it's just.
I gotcha.
I never feel like I'm in the weeds on it.
Less frustration points, perhaps. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what it
maybe.
is.
So I would consider that a knock, just because I think it is. Yeah. So I would go 7, 8.
I was thinking 7.
Yeah, this mission feels like a 7 to me. David, what do you think?
Yeah, that's perfect. I don't really mean that there. I think it's a well balanced mission. I think they give you the good tools to do it, but they don't push you in any particular way.
Yeah, even the hunters are super underwhelming.
Yeah.
Mm.
The first time you see him, you're like, oh my god, and then you realize it's not that big.
Yeah,
But like 200s in a small space in a small
Right.
room like that should have been like devastating. And, like,
Yeah,
okay,
they should
can't,
be
like-
charging at you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah, and they just kind of stick back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do that 7 on challenge. Now let's move to storytelling. I'm going to throw it back to Matt because he's, this is one of his favorite games. Defend the storytelling on this one. Lots going on. Part of the problem with Halo 4, we talked about in the last mission, is there's just so much you need to know for everything to make sense.
Right.
And if you can read the books and it'll be great, right? It'll be a better experience. You play it through the first time and you're just kind of trying to survive. You probably need to play it a couple times for all the dots to connect.
Well, I'll push back a little bit on that. I know it's told that in order to understand Halo 4 you have to read the books. The only books that I've ever read before playing Halo 4 was Reach, Fall of Reach, and First Strike. And I didn't feel as though I didn't know where the story was going with Halo 4. I think when you look at it, it's very simple. Forerunner wakes up, wants to continue what he was doing before he fell asleep. So I wouldn't.
But
say
it's a
that
departure. But I'll just challenge that it's a departure, and let's try to keep the comments just to this mission.
Right.
I will challenge that though because it's a departure from what we've seen. Right, this is a whole new enemy, a whole new thing, and there wasn't a whole lot of explanation to the player.
Because
the Forerunners didn't really exist in Halo until we got Halo 4 and the Forerunner trilogy that preceded it, and that was just like a lore dump.
Well, I mean, but like they never explained to you why the Covenant wants to light the ring, or why in any way in the movie that is like their holy purpose. Like how did they make such a huge mistake from it's the transcendence to it's just killing everyone? Like they never. So I never really got like.
Well, that's in the book. You know what I mean? That's
in Halo 2.
In the game, it does.
In Halo 2, they do a pretty good job at just explaining like how zealot they are, and you don't really need an explanation, but I think it does help if you do know. But I feel like for Halo 4, you do miss out on some really important, like, minor details as you go through the story if you haven't read all 6 of those books.
Yeah, like, there's no way you're going to care about the librarian and the didact even half as much if you haven't read like their crazy ass backstory.
Yeah.
And even the terminals don't really help to kind of set a light on exactly what's happening. You have to read those 6 books for this for all the puzzle pieces of this story to come together.
Now,
The terminals definitely help, though.
Yeah, they do. They do help.
I think it was a lot to ask of the player to think that the chief had been planned out from the librarian from the beginning. Like that, I remember like what, but for me it was an element that allowed you to be immune to the didact. But with this story in particular, I think it focuses a lot on Cortana's slow, descent into madness. I think it does a really good job of showing a lot of heart. I think, for all we made the jokes about Sandy, I think she's an excellent character in a game that you immediately become attached to and feel sorry for. I think it kind of shows you the area where humanity's at right now is where we're like really getting into studying the rings, and there's lots of research into it. So I think that's kind of cool. I also think it really does show a little bit of a, it shows you the difference between the Forerunners is where like, I think that Didact said that they're, what does he say, that they're playing with it in the shadow of the third ring, or he says something like they don't know, they don't get it, like they have it, but like
they don't know what they have.
Right. So like I think it's a nice thing to kind of see that humans are tinkering with it, but to the Didact he's like it's so much more.
They're just hitting it with a stick, like
right. Yeah. Oh, what's this thing? So I think on a whole, especially because you see Cortana, and I think that final cutscene where you can really just see where Chief and Cortana was, where she just turns to him and goes, Chief, and that's all you need to say. And you as the player,
seeing Cortana fail to like help, and then just like being totally helpless to watch everybody disintegrate and Chief collapse. And her not knowing if he's alive or dead. Well, she probably linked to the suit, so she might know. But like not knowing what the fuck's just going on. Like it was great. I think the self-contained story of this mission is great, and the context of it in the greater universe is also pretty cool.
I also think it's great to see her start to begin to question her own mortality, right? At the very end, where she sees all these people die, and she's like, I'm gonna die too.
Next.
I'm next.
Yeah. And you're gonna get, I'm just gonna be replaced. And I think that's some of the best Cortana moments.
It's so good because that sequence is so relevant now going into Infinity. Do you know what I mean? Halo Infinite, like that just that little segment is like, fuck yeah, that makes this game way more relevant and contextualizes what we know of going into Halo Infinite.
Especially, cool. I think this is the first time I've played it since I've seen the weapon.
Probably, same.
Yeah.
So I think in a kind of like a backward way, it is kind of sad that Cortana was, saying I'm gonna die, because like for me,
and they'll make another one.
Cortana died in Halo 4, and I've always kind of treated Halo 5 Cortana as ramping Cortana. So to see Cortana die and then her get replaced is just kind of like that final nail in the coffin.
But it's funny that like
retroactively it's better.
Halo 5 then makes you want to see her be replaced, and like that's not something you would have thought you would have wanted at the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Halo 5, I think it's sad that they undid so much of the emotion that they built into it.
100%.
But there is
we'll
so
touch
much
on that
emotion
in
this.
In the next mission we cover.
Yeah.
So I think it shows. I think this mission does a good job of showing a broad swath of human versus Forerunner and Chief and Cortana, and then Cortana in and of herself. And I think that kind of puts the stamp of Cortana's Chief and Cortana's story is that moment.
I'm feeling a 10 here, Colin. I'm saying it.
You are.
Unless Krysta cuts me down, I'm feeling 10 on this story.
I was gonna say
I'm with David.
Is it the same as the Covenant? I mean, is it the same grandiose scheme? Because that's one of the missions we ranked as a 10 for story.
I don't think it has much to do with the grandiose scheme, because in my opinion, the scheme is kind of simple here. The Didact's just retrieving the composer, but the emotion for this mission is so much stronger.
The impact that it has.
Yeah. Even I put it right up there with Chief and Cortana having that conversation about "Wake me when you need me." Like that's like where where they're at in their relationship. And I think it's just kind of
Yeah, it's a big emotional climax for them, and to see them like face. Okay, they don't really address it, but they face the problem of the fact that I'm out there, I'm gone, and also, I don't know if it's ever really. It's kind of loose, but like it's never really understood like what the librarian actually did to John. How different actually is he that he's
Yeah.
somehow immune to this?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a greater impact there that's never been really explored. It's one of those loose threads in the Halo kind of mini.
yeah, they just kind of like
left there.
Yeah.
But like I don't
So
know.
we've given 2 10s already. We've given 3 10s because
Storytelling?
343 Guilty Spark
Oh,
also had a 10,
Jesus.
and then there's some 9s that we've also given.
Yeah.
So, 10 feels a.
You think it's a
feels
lot?
little
It feels
strong.
too
I think it's a
high.
lot because of my concern about all this other stuff, like
The
this
books and all
mission
that
proper.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this mission proper does do a good job of telling the player what it needs to know, but there's a lot of questions also.
I'm at
I
a
would feel
9
more comfortable
actually.
I'd feel more comfortable than 9, but you guys need to push us up there, I guess.
9.5. 9.5.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to think of a mission that you have that I agree with Krysta that it's certainly not like it's not on like like the mystery we're talking about with 343. Like I think that's the mystery element of uncovering this is such a cool story element. But I think this one, and I think throughout Halo 4 in general, I think Chief and Cortana is the strongest thread that you follow. And I think with this moment where Cortana basically admits, I'm going to die, and that's why you see what she does.
It's heavy.
And the next mission, I think it's heavy. I don't, like I said, it's not intricate, it's not complicated, but it's very emotional. And
But
just
we
to
are-
be with Cortana on that journey.
We are focusing on like the last minute of this mission.
Yeah.
This is just the
Well,
cutscene.
There's
Well-
the Sandy conversation with Chief,
Yeah.
like that's really good. And
Yeah.
the end of it's really good.
All of their
And
interaction is
there
cool.
is a bunch of dialogue, now that I think of it, with throughout the entire mission with Chief and Cortana. There's lots of chatter.
Load.
And
all
we
the
hear-
Easter eggs that have dialogue, the things that you investigate on the space station is all pretty cool.
Yep.
You don't really. I don't know. Do you do know what the composer is at this stage, don't you? You do.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah.
you have an idea.
Yeah.
and
Well,
then you get to see it, right?
So there's I would consider the most impactful moments is Chief and Cortana, but you also certainly have Tilson,
Tilson.
and you have an interaction with Chief, and I think that dialogue and those stories, I think it kind of shows where Chief is like, he's in this kind of predicament, and this lady's pleading with him, and he's like, this is how it's gonna be.
I'm blowing
I
it
think,
up.
yeah, I think having on like, obviously they wanted to hit you really hard at the end, so they make you care about this character, then they kill her, and then they hit you with Cortana realizing she's gonna die. So I think the story does a really good job of leading you up to that emotional punch. I also think it's kind of like the comment you made about Cortana and the chest. I thought that was good too.
Plus, you get to
But
see
I
a
think-
Halo. You get
Yeah,
to see a
well-
Halo in this mission.
10, you get
Also-
to see a Halo.
Also, I'll say like
There's a
Halo,
Halo in
Halo
Halo.
4's strongest point is the Halo Chief dynamic, which comes to like an absolute head in this mission and the one after. So like
Chief and Cortana, yeah.
it's so.
I
The
feel
fact
like
that
it
there's a
comes to
game-
more of a head at that very last cutscene at the end of Midnight, though. I feel like
Oh,
that
it's
one's
a-
much more powerful than this
Sure.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have that one without this one, right? Like it built off of it.
I mean, you have that moment
think-
in
I think
Shutdown where Cortana talks about the sun and how she can't feel it as well.
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of Cortana moments. I'm not sure this one's the best one out of them, actually. I think the sun one is the one that strikes me because she's talking about how she can't even
Yeah.
feel.
If I wouldn't grade it as the best one, but like just where we are in terms of rating this mission with the other ones that we did play. I
see,
can
like-
see a 9. I will go down to a
I mean,
9.
I don't
could see
think
a
it's
9.
perfect.
I
I,
just think that-
don't.
Okay.
What
yeah.
other
not
missions
perfect,
did
it's
we?
not, okay.
What other missions did we give a 10 for story? 343.
The First
Covenant.
Guilty Spark, Covenant, and the Ark. Or
Oh,
Ark.
and the Ark.
And I think
And
those
we didn't
are.
even give Long Night of Solace a 10. I think we gave that a 9.
The Ark, really? We gave the Ark a 10 for story.
Yeah.
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 What happens in the Ark story?
That's when we first land on the Ark and we're
Oh, okay, yeah.
fighting
We
around
landed
and
at the
there's
Halo
Ring in the
scarabs and
middle and
shit.
stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what I don't know. Like I said, I think this one's not as intricate, but it is certainly emotional. But
I feel like the
will
set
agree.
pieces. I feel like the set pieces aren't as big though. I feel like
No,
Guilty
it's a
Spark
much
has
smaller-
the set piece of the flood,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's a much smaller story in this mission,
Yeah.
definitely. When it doesn't have the grandiose galaxy-spanning.
this isn't
Crazy
even
super
like
weapon.
the set piece with Cortana in chief either. If this
Yeah.
cutscene was the set piece, I would totally give it a 10. But this isn't even the
Okay.
climax of their story. You know, the arc 343, Guilty Spark, and Covenant were kind of a climax in all of those games, story-wise.
Okay.
I will
Let's call it.
concede that I think that the one with Shutdown, Cortana, is a better
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Cortana moment
It is.
than this one.
It's just too bad that the crappy-ass Pelican ruins that mission. and the gondolas, and the slow as
Stupid
fuck
gondolas,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
I like the dialect talking, but the gondolas, my god.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's
think-
call it.
All right.
Let's
9.
call it.
We,
Go.
9.
Nine.
good.
I think we're good with that. So let's run through it and we'll close her out. So gameplay 8, feel good about that. Level design 9, so stronger than Infinity. Challenge 7, that's on par, maybe one below. Well, I guess I can scroll up. One below Infinity, and then storytelling 9. We're almost at a 10 with this one, but we're using whole numbers. if we had
Yeah.
decimals, we would go 9.5. If you average that out, it's an 8.25 overall as a mission.
I think that's
Which
fair.
feels like a smart spot for that one. And this is going to challenge. I feel like this mission is going to challenge for a top 10 spot too.
Yeah, I think
There's
so
some
as
good
well.
Oh, yeah, it's in
Definitely.
there, I'd say. Yeah.
So there we go. We did it. That will do it for our coverage of 20. Our 20 for 20 coverage of Composer from Halo 4. On the next episode, the last mission, the 20th mission, and then we'll start to rank them. Genesis from Halo 5. Don't forget to post a comment, like the video, or subscribe. You can also support the show by visiting Podcast Evolved on Patreon. Until next time, evolved.
Evolve.
Evolved.
Podcast Evolved, your home for Halo.